When did your company commander's pet project become everyone else's nightmare? Captain Brennan arrived at our company with big ideas, fresh from some leadership course at Fort Leavenworth, kept talking about innovation and the future of warfare, his obsession, digital efficiency, said we were wasting too much time on paperwork and manual processes. He was going to revolutionize how our company operated. First week, he announced his masterpiece, the Brennan Tracking System, BTS for short, a custom app he'd personally designed to manage everything in the company. Supply requests, leave forms, counseling statements, equipment sign-out, PT scores, range qualifications, medical appointments, everything would go through this one app. No more paper, no more multiple systems. Gentlemen, we're entering the 21st century, he said during formation, pulled out his phone like he was unveiling the iPhone. From now on, all company business runs through BTS. Our first sergeant, a guy named Holbrook with 22 years in, looked physically ill. He'd been running the company on paper and spreadsheets since before smartphones existed. The app launched on a Monday. Within 3 hours, the system crashed. Too many soldiers trying to log in at once. Brennan spent all day on the phone with a programmer he'd hired from Upwork. Tuesday, the app was back online. But now you needed to create an account, verify your email, set up two-factor authentication, and complete a mandatory tutorial. Took 45 minutes just to get access. Wednesday, we discovered the equipment sign-out feature didn't work. You'd request a tool, the app would approve it, but there was no way to mark it as returned. The inventory system just kept showing everything as checked out permanently. Within a week, according to BTS, our entire motor pool had been signed out to Private Dexter. Every vehicle, every tool, every piece of equipment. The app showed Dexter personally possessing $400,000 worth of military property. Brennan insisted we keep using it. Said we just needed to learn the system. Promised the bugs would get fixed. The leave request feature was worse. You'd submit your dates, app would approve it, then randomly cancel it 2 days later. No explanation, no notification. Soldiers would show up at the airport only to get calls saying their leave was denied. Specialist Vaughn missed his sister's wedding. The app had approved his leave, then silently revoked it while he was mid-flight. Brennan told him it was a synchronization error and to resubmit the request. PT scores became a nightmare. The app required you to input your runtime, push-ups, and sit-ups after every test. But it also tracked your self-reported daily workouts. If your daily numbers didn't match your test scores, the app flagged you for data inconsistency. Half the company got counseling statements for allegedly lying about their PT performance. The app's algorithm had decided their improvement rates were statistically impossible. Supply requests turned into a game of chance. You'd order batteries, the app would confirm, then you'd receive someone else's order. We got 3 cases of printer paper instead of the radio batteries we desperately needed for a field exercise. The medical appointment system somehow scheduled everybody for the same time slot. 30 soldiers showed up at 0900 on Thursday for their annual physicals. Clinic had appointments for 3 people. The other 27 were marked as no-shows in the system. First Sergeant Holbrook started keeping a secret paper backup of everything, running the company the old way while pretending to use BTS. Double the work just to keep things functional. By month 2, Brennan was spending 6 hours daily troubleshooting app problems instead of actually commanding. Would sit in his office on video calls with the programmer, arguing about user interface design. The breaking point came during our annual inspection. Inspector General showed up to review our records. Brennan proudly pulled up BTS on his laptop. The app had somehow deleted 3 months of data. Counseling statements, training records, leave forms, gone. Just blank screens where information should be. The IG found us non-compliant in 14 categories. Brennan tried explaining about the app, about innovation, about the future. Inspector cut him off and said, "Captain, I don't care about your science project. You can't account for your soldiers or your equipment." Holbrook saved us by producing his complete paper backup. Everything the app had lost. The IG wrote in his report that the first sergeant's traditional methods were the only thing preventing total company failure. Battalion commander reassigned Brennan to a staff position the next week. Some desk job where his innovation couldn't hurt anybody. Holbrook took over as acting company commander. First thing he did, shut down BTS completely. Went back to paper forms and spreadsheets. The entire company cheered. 3 months later, we heard Brennan had tried implementing the system at his new battalion. Lasted 2 days before the sergeant major deleted the app from his phone and told Brennan to stop. The programmer Brennan hired made $60,000 fixing bugs that never got fixed. Last we heard, he was using the money to take coding classes since he clearly didn't know what he was doing the first time.